Haiti, home to 10 million people, 80% live below the poverty line, making it the poorest country in the entire Western Hemisphere. And the children? $300,000 are what's known as restivex, child slaves. And over 100,000 are disabled. But there is hope.
St. Joseph's Home for Boys is all about kids caring for other kids. We really focus on raise our children to become leaders.
What would I do without your smart mouth?
Wings of Hope is a home for children and young adults with physical and mental challenges. Our motto is kind of possibilities, not disabilities.
Trinity House is the third arm of the St. Joseph family. There is an outstretch and outreach program, which is the school, which is called L'École Sainte-Trinité. We support the poorest of the poor within the community.
This is the story of faith, love, and hope in Haiti. This is the Hearts with Haiti Trinity.
I'm out of my mind, 'cause all of me loves all of you.
My name is Bill Nathan, and I am the director for St. Joseph's Home for Boys. St. Joseph's is a home that started in 1985 for street kids, kids who've been abandoned by their families, and kids who has no parents, and then kids who've been in the slavery situation. And then St. Joseph's took all these kids in and provide them with a better life. The idea was not to start an orphanage. It's a community center where we work with children to get them ready to go forth and then help them get a better life.
Bye, have a good day at school.
At St. Joseph's, we really focused on raise our children to become leaders. We have different tasks for all of our children. By giving everyone a chores, they have a responsibility. So when they get up in the morning, after the morning prayer, they know they need to go and do their work, and after work, and they have the breakfast, and everybody go to school. We give them the tools, which is education. What I usually do in the morning before they walk out of the house, I really want to make sure my children, they are nice and clean. The reason why I check on them, because the society, they sometimes kind of judging them. When we have the kids come and live at St. Joseph's, now they see the transformation in their lives, so now they started to see them differently. So now they see, oh, those kids are not troublemakers, you know. I came to St. Joseph when I was 8 years old. When my mother died, I had nobody to take care for me. And then I ended up living with a family, but I ended up treating as a slave. In this country, they call them restavek. Restavek, it's a French word, means stays with. Literally, it's child slavery. You think that by living with this family, it will be better than to live on the street, but it's not the case. You automatically being a slave, where you have no rights to sleep in the same building with the family. You are the one to do all the work at the house, and so often a rest of a kid will eat the scraps from the family's plate. They don't even have the rights to go to school. And then one thing is terribly, they often beat you up all the time. Yeah. I was a restorer for this family for 2 years. And then Catholic nuns, they heard my situation by the words of mouth. And then they went and got me. If it wasn't for St. Joseph's, a lot of us will not be where we are today. Because if I see myself, I could have been involved in gangs and so many horrible things, and I could have been dead by now. I also consider myself as a big brother for all of these children. The director part is not really the ideal, and I see myself as a big brother because I came to St. Joseph when I was 8 years old. They helped me, and now I felt the call to help them.
My name is Renee Dietrich. I'm the Director of Communications for the St. Joseph family, and I currently live at Wings of Hope. The St. Joseph family really strives to minister to the most disadvantaged children in Haiti. So Wings of Hope is a home for children and young adults with physical and mental challenges, and we're currently home to 29 children. Their ages and their disabilities are kind of a guess for us because children in Haiti with disabilities are often seen as manifestations of evil spirits. And if they're lucky and they survive, their families really hide them away or abandon them. And so that's how we get a lot of our kids. So when they come to us, if we don't have any background on them, we kind of guess what their age might be from how old they look, and we kind of go from there. We don't really have formal diagnoses on anybody because it really wouldn't change how they're treated here. Our motto is kind of possibilities, not disabilities. So the kids aren't allowed, for the most part, in mainstream schools, and so we've developed our own educational and therapy program here. So Monday through Thursday, classes start at about 9:30 in the morning and go until 1, and we have 6 stations around the house. There's history, math, art, physical therapy, alphabet, and recreation. And then in the afternoon, there's Bible study class, you get to watch movies, you get to play on bikes, there's a group that goes on walks in the neighborhood, and there's a computer class in the afternoon too. My mother started coming to Haiti in 1985, and then my dad started coming a couple years later, and they led trips from our church in Iowa for 22 years. And they actually brought me down here on my first trip in the spring of 1988 when I was in college, and I just completely fell in love with the place. I kept coming back. And in 2002, the opportunity came to move to Haiti full-time and work for the St. Joseph family, and I leapt at that opportunity. You can't really have a bad day when you have someone like Steve running around and screaming your name and saying, "Look at me, I'm riding a bike," or laughing and dancing. You can't really have a bad day, and you can't really have a bad outlook because it's the kids who always lift you up.
My name is Casey Birch. I have been in Haiti and worked for St. Joe's and Trinity House for 9.5 years. It'll be 10 years in June. And I am the Director of Education, although we don't like to use titles. So really, I just lead and guide, and I'm a big sister. The word Haiti means land of the mountains. So most of Haiti is covered with a mountainous region. But we are located in one of the bigger valleys of the country, in the valley of Jacmel. And Jacmel is on the southern side of Haiti. It's quite tropical, hot and tropical. You can see the sun. It's in a bay, and it's just a beautiful and gorgeous area of Haiti. Trinity House is the third arm of the St. Joseph family. Trinity House is the third home, and within the third home there is an outreach program, which is the school, which is called L'École Sainte Trinité. The children at Trinity House are boys from the street that have been separated from their families due to economic reasons, the parents not being able to take care of them, or they're former Restovic children, which means child slave. They've broken free somehow and have come to be rescued at Trinity House and become family with us. The children that are part of the school are community children that are so poor that their families cannot afford to send them to school, but we're able to help support that family. We reach out to the age span of 3 years old to about 15 or 16. A lot of times we take in kids that have never had a chance to go to school. So we have 10-year-olds in first grade, but we start our school at 3 years old, which we have a Montessori kindergarten. There are structured programs like art class and dance class. The bakery is next door, and so a lot of our boys help out in the bakery, so they're learning the art of baking. Education in Haiti is the status quo. So if you have a uniform on and you're walking out in the street, you are respected because that means you're getting an education.
The first images from Haiti are confirming the world's worst fears. The damage there is complete and the carnage is expansive.
Wings of Hope was damaged severely in the earthquake. It did not fall, but it also was not habitable.
I was in my way to ring the chapel bell, and then the chapel was on the 6th floor. The building started to shake, and I had no idea what it was. And then the 3rd floor collapsed, and I fell 75 to 80 feet down below in a concrete slab. All I can remember, when I came to my senses, I found myself in the midst of dust and surrounded by rubble. And then I covered with blood, and my body was numb. I couldn't move. That's one memory I have when I was on the ground, suffering in agony.
There's no official death toll yet, but there are fears it could be in the tens of thousands or even higher.
And I was praying. I said, God, keep me alive, because I can be a witness. We lost the building, but all of our children survived.
And so within 15 minutes of the earthquake, the kids were moved out, and basically about 80 of us lived in the space of a 2-car garage for 8 days. And the kids were kind of off their meds because everything was kind of messed up at that point.
We took the building down bucket by bucket because we didn't have any big machineries to do that. And then when we getting ready to rebuild it, we rebuilt it bucket by bucket again. And now we have a beautiful facilities, and then very colorful. And then when we see this building, It's a sign of promise of God. He will never abandon us, and in always something better in the future.
In the neighborhood, we found 2 rental homes that we could take over and give the kids a more space. And so we've lived in these houses for 4 years now. They're sturdy and they're safe and everybody is well here, but they're not handicap accessible. And so there's been a lot of challenges about how you get wheelchairs up and down steps and up and down ramps and in and out of places that wheelchairs weren't meant to be. We are in the process of building a new wings in Jacmel. And so the nice thing about the new facility in Jacmel is that we're building it to our needs. And so it's all one level. It'll be completely handicap accessible. The kids will have everything they need and spaces for learning and living and playing, and it's going to be wonderful. You know, everybody in the St. Joseph family and everybody at Wings has a very positive outlook on life. You know, we are a family, and that's how we operate and that's how we live. And I just feel like I work for the greatest kids in the world.
My hope and optimism come from the children themselves and an energy that they have to learn. They see what is out on the streets, they see the poverty that they live in, and they want to change that themselves. They're excited to learn and to be able to change their future, and that's what keeps me going.
I invite people to come in Haiti and then visit my country and then visit St. Joseph's Home for Boys and in Wings of Hope, L'École Saint Trinity, to see the beauty on those kids, and then to see that kids who've been rejected, now they are the one helping other children. When you come to St. Joseph's, you're no longer a stranger, but you're part of the family.